dark in here. I am in Minute Suites. Oh, that's good lighting. I'm like greasy because I put on moisturizer because I'll be flying all day. So I want it to be moisturized and not have to go into my bag mid-flight because my face is dry. So yeah, I think I already said it. I'm in Philly. Just came from DC. It was the world's shortest flight ever. I'm about to take off my shoes. I'm in Minute Suites, and because I have lounge access, I can stay in here an hour for free and then they start charging, but my next flight boards in about an hour, so I'll just be here for then. What was I about to say? I had something to say. Oh, let me show you guys around before I get settled in. So here's the sliding door, and then you come in. Here's my junk already. My book bag, I'm flying with a much, it's slimmer than my last book bag, which is why I'm carrying it. It may hold less, but that's okay. I just needed something that felt more comfortable on my back. So you get a TV and this keyboard. I'm assuming this can turn into a computer monitor. And yeah, this is like, it's a couch, but it's also like a day bed. You can sleep on there, or yeah, somehow this pulls out. And I can't do it, nor do I want to, but that pulls out and then someone else can lay down there. And yeah. So it's been a pretty simple, easygoing day. I got to the airport 2 hours earlier, which I always do, and leaving from DC, it's unnecessary, but I still do it. And I had so much free time that there was this girl who was in my Lyft, and she ended up losing her phone. It ended up dropping out of her pocket once she got out of the Lyft, but we were like repeatedly calling the Lyft and like trying to get in contact with the company and just looking for her phone, and or I don't know, like she went somewhere to go look where it could have been, and I like held her bags for her. Like I had so much free time. And yeah, someone ended up finding her phone, and she eventually, I don't know why neither of us thought of this, but she eventually called her phone from my phone. Someone answered, and he ended up bringing it back. He's like, he was just about to leave the airport, which you found it at the airport. Why would you not turn it in versus taking it wherever you were about to go? So he comes back, and like I'm standing there watching her stuff, and then I see her come to the sidewalk, look in her purse, and then go back. But the look on her face was not like, oh, someone did something nice for me and I'm gonna give them a tip, which if you're gonna do something nice, do something nice. But so I could tell, like when she came back, I was like, did he just ask you for money? And she was like, yeah. I didn't even ask how much she gave him. It was like, that was so sketchy. That's rude. Like she was like, he was aggressive about it. So I'm assuming he was taking the phone, so either way he could get the reward for it. But yeah, it is 4:29. My flight boards at, I want to say 5:50, and then I take off at like 6:30 or something like that. And yeah, I'll be headed to Frankfurt for just 24 hours before I'm out of that popsicle stand. I feel like I'm saying a lot because I have 24 hours there. I'm about to use this time to like research a few things, because a lot of people have been through Frankfurt, but then they go into other parts of Germany, specifically like Heidelberg, Cologne, Berlin. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Maybe Munich. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. So yeah, so a lot of people have blog posts about 24 hours there, or maybe 48 hours, or how to spend, you know, just a stopover where you just have like 7 hours before you need to be back at the airport. So I'm gonna see what they did. I completed all my work today and turned that in, so I will have an entire free day tomorrow, unless I decide to like pitch people, or you know, try to figure out over the next couple months which brands or activity people I can work with, which that's always hit or miss. Not pitching them, but if a hotel, or I'm trying to figure out who else I would reach out to. But if somebody doesn't want to work with me, I'm always a little relieved inside, because then it's like, okay, I can enjoy my stay in the city, versus yes, I get to stay in this beautiful hotel and it's like everything included, or I can go eat in a restaurant, but then I have to like be always on taking pictures and making sure I keep little notes, because I need to write a whole blog post about it, then creating the blog post, editing the pictures, promoting it across all my platforms. Like that is work. That is work. That is work. There are some people who always write in my groups like, it takes me 40 hours yeah, 40 hours to create one blog post. So they're doing 8-hour days, 5 days, or spreading it out over 7 days, and they're literally putting all that work into creating blog posts. Now, it does not take me that long, and I hope that it never takes me that long, because I'm trying to figure out what y'all are doing. But my blog posts are also not like 5,000 words. I'll maybe hit 1,500 words in a blog post, and that's if I need it to be long and detailed. So yeah, a lot goes into that, and I'm always, it sucks a little bit, but I'm usually very relieved when a hotel was like, sorry, we can't accommodate you, because then I'm like, bet I can enjoy this city. So I have an aisle seat on this flight, so there will be no window shots probably. I'll show you the food and maybe drink selection. I should get whiskey. I usually get wine on flights, even though I know I should always be getting water, but maybe I'll get some alcohol this time. So yeah, I'll see you guys on the plane. Oh, another note, let me get some good light, because I've just been sitting there. This airport in Philly is A1. Like, there are tons of restaurants, tons of seating, and places with the, I keep wanting to call them kiosks, but they're like the tablets where you can play games or like search the internet or charging ports. This airport is A1, one of the better ones, at least in the States, that I've seen. So if you've never been to the Philly airport, you need to go through here one day, you should be in good hands. Like, it's immaculate. It's about 10 a.m. here in Frankfurt. I hope it's not too noisy. There's no real wind, but I never know when you're going to be able to hear me. So before my flight even took off, this girl for some reason walked all the way back to my row and then was going back up to her row and like stood in my seat. As I'm sitting there, she like squeezes in there to let people by who actually sat back there, and broke my fucking aux cord to my $300 headphones. So luckily I have 2 extra pair, but they don't do what those $300 pair did, and I'm SOL until I get back to the States. I can't even find a new aux cord that matches my headphones because they're a very particular color as well. Can't find it on Amazon, or at least I couldn't. What else? I sat directly in front of a baby and dealt with the crying, whatever. But for some reason the mother kept yanking on my seat, or like hitting it, both yanking and hitting. So that was super annoying. But yeah, I was saying it's 10 a.m. here because I can't check in until about 2. So I just left my bags there, and I'll be roaming around for 4 hours. I don't normally have allergies, but I keep sneezing and I can see the pollen floating around. Not like normal, you know, those big puffs of pollen, but like very tiny little pieces just all throughout the air. So if you have bad allergies, you may not want to come to this city during the, yeah, it's still spring. And I do not normally have allergies. I'm not affected. Oh, I just saw a big piece floating. But yeah, I just can't stop sneezing. And there's the wind, so I'm gonna go. I am in my hostel room. It's super basic. It's a 4-bed female dorm with an ensuite. So that's my bed up there. Here are the other two. Let's see what's out this window. Nothing at all. And here is the bathroom. The shower is raised. So I'm gonna hang out here for a little while. I'm exhausted. I don't even know if I got a full hour of sleep between that baby and the mom like tugging on my seat. And what else? It was just uncomfortable. I couldn't relax. I could not relax. And the seats barely recline, which I feel like is gonna be a thing nowadays. Seats barely recline. So yeah, I'm gonna lay around. I wish I had a bottom bunk. So it's looking like my room is full. I'm so tired. I just woke up. I'm gonna get something to eat. It's like, okay, my face is dry. I thought that was saliva. Like, I know I wasn't drooling. 6:30. That was definitely, I don't think that was enough sleep, but hopefully I'll be able to go to sleep again tonight. I was so tired. So tired. So tired. I have no clue what I'm gonna eat. I want Chinese food and I've walked past a couple places. Let me try to Google it. The Wi-Fi doesn't even reach all the way back here. So I'm like doing everything on my cell service. Luckily my phone is charged though. And do I want to take this camera? I think I'm gonna take the camera with me. Let me get this case off. Hey guys, it is now Wednesday. It's like a little after 7 a.m. I was able to get to sleep around midnight, but then I woke up at 2:30 and didn't go back to sleep. So I tried to wait as long as I could before I got up to go reheat my Chinese food. And that woman did not put my rice in the bag. I had a feeling she didn't, but I didn't check. So she definitely didn't. And I like rice, so it was missing something. It also wasn't that great. Oh, I definitely have on the same shirt as yesterday. I put out a new shirt, but just ended up, I'm gonna rewear this all day. Well, not all day. When I get to my next country, I'm gonna shower, obviously, and change. Blah blah blah. Oh, it's loud. Streets are empty. So I'm not showering in that hostel because it's gross. I don't like it. I don't even feel comfortable opening my bag. I do have a story about it though. Right now I'm just looking for empty streets to walk down so I can record because I don't want everybody to hear what I'm gonna say. So yesterday I was standing in line for something at the hostel and this guy comes up to me. He's like chit-chatting, you know, hey, I'm Russian. There are a lot of terrorists there, but I'm not one. And I'm just like, is that what people think? Do Americans think there are a bunch of terrorists in Russia? And like, why is that the first thing out of his mouth? Why do men make stupid convo like that? Why can't you just have a normal conversation? Not like he was cute or anything or I was into him, but like, men do that all the time. Just say the craziest shit they can think of, and then where am I supposed to take the conversation after that? Right now I'm walking to something called Romer. I think that's what it's called. It has the O with the 2 dots over it. And I think it's like a, I should look it up. I think it's a courthouse. It's only 20 minutes away from me. I feel like it'll give me something to do right now before I go hopefully nap. It's a medieval building in the Altstadt of Frankfurt and one of the city's most important landmarks. But while I'm looking this up, I can say that I do not care for the train system here. Like, it's not obvious. Like, I want to say like in London or Paris, but even DC, New York, like you go into a station and they say what platform is going where, usually, but that's not what happens, at least not coming from the airport. It was like platform 1, 2, and then 3, and I had no clue where the trains were going. Like I just followed people. What is it? Oh, it's the city hall, not a courthouse. So yeah, I'm gonna go there. It looks pretty cool. I just changed my camera settings from intelligent auto to superior auto. So was this the, oh no, this is the street. I feel like I walked past this city hall place yesterday, but I didn't go down there because I wanted to actually check in. There's a lot of street cleaning going on today, so it is very loud everywhere I go. I'm gonna walk backwards because that looks better, but where I just zoomed in, you can actually see the city hall, so I think I'm pretty sure it is what I passed yesterday. God, it's so loud. It's up on the sidewalk. I'm just super ready to get out of this city. My eyes, I was rubbing my eyes all yesterday, still sniffling, sneezing. Like I like it. I would come back here for sure, but it needs to be like in the summer or something, because this spring and this pollen, I can't do. Plus there are a lot of sketchy areas. They do have a refugee situation like Paris, so I don't want to assume, but I'm pretty sure these people are Syrian, so they have that homeless population, but then they have their own homeless population. They don't have nothing on New York though, so it's not like I'm tripping over that. But there's just a lot of sketchy areas. And one of the streets I was just walking down was filled with like strip clubs slash, let's just say it's a strip club, and nothing else is going on in there. I do not know where the light is. Oh wait. Okay, so this is for sure a cool area, but can't really, like if I were here to take some little pictures of myself, I wouldn't have the opportunity. But how cool is this? I love the doors on here. So I guess this is it. I'm gonna walk around and make sure I'm not missing anything and there's no other side, but yeah, this is pretty cool. It reminds me a lot of Amsterdam. If you ever see people, I have one, but I don't think it's worth inserting here. It is a good picture though. But like in Amsterdam, right on the canal, there are usually these row of homes, some shades of blue, that everybody gets that same photograph. I didn't even know it. Like I just happened to take a picture of these 3 homes, and then looking through the location on Instagram, I was like, oh, everybody takes pictures of these homes. But yeah, it's really pretty. All right, I'm probably gonna head to the airport extra early to hang out in the lounge, because that would be more comfortable than me staying in my room or something. But that's a couple hours from now. Maybe at around 8:30, I'll start walking back to the hostel, lay down for like 20 minutes to see if I can get to sleep, and then I'll head to the airport. Oh yeah, nothing down here. All right, guys.
That's a real one in your reflection, without a follow, without a mention. You really piping up on these niggas. You gotta be nice for what to these niggas? I understand. You got 100 bands, you got a baby bands, you got some bad friends. High school pics, you was even bad then. You ain't stressing off no lover in the past tense.